Yeah, overall, we're in a mild stretch of weather. At the same point, we should be keeping those temperatures, high temperatures back below 30. And really, this time of year, going into the first part of January, everyone now sees average high temperatures in the 20s. And of course, we bottom out towards the middle or just early, late January. But we're going to be closer probably to the beginning of December, or in a lot of cases, the end of November, with the temperatures that we'll see at least through Saturday. And then we do have a big change coming for Sunday, too. But overall, the big pattern is you can kind of follow the pattern. Really, the jet kind of curves back to the north and curves just to the north of us. So in this type of flow, you typically are going to have mild conditions, but you are going to have quite a bit of cloud cover because some weak little disturbances kind of ride right along it as the California coast. They're starting ready to get hit with quite a bit of moisture here for overall. So that is what we're kind of dealing with for the big picture wise, and that's why we've had such mild conditions. And we're going to have a lot of cloud cover. As you can see, a lot of this is just streaming west to east. A lot of it's high, but also we do have some low cloud cover in there. And sometimes you can get a weak disturbance that may get you a little bit of precipitation, but you don't expect much in the way of significant precipitation with this pattern. All the cold air, as you notice here, is locked well to the north. We're not going to see any of that too. In fact, we actually get another little push of more warm, milder air coming towards Christmas. We kind of push that down a little bit right there. You can see the winds begin to turn around to the northwest, but the big push of Arctic air comes towards probably late Saturday, as you'll see this push just right through there through Sunday too, as Arctic air kind of filters in behind a cold front. Now, with the lack of snow cover on the ground across a lot of the area now, or what it will be by then, it won't last long or be as severe if it could be if we had snow on the ground, because by the Monday, Tuesday, it pushes off to the east, and then as we go, we have more milder conditions and potentially a more active pattern starting to set up by next Tuesday, but more to come on that. So precipitation-wise of this pattern, you do have opportunities to see weak systems. One is Wednesday, a couple fronts here with a little bit of drizzle, maybe some precipitation Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, depending on temperatures. Could be drizzle, maybe a little bit of freezing drizzle. We'll keep an eye on that. Going into Christmas night, there's a little bit more of a significant system diving south. That produces some precipitation, and right now I think it'll be mostly rain. But once again, we'll have to keep an eye on temperatures. Amounts in this one would be fairly light with better chances to the east. So that's your precipitation going through Christmas too. So overall, fairly dry, but there are some opportunities. For tonight's lows, these are really our typical high temperatures that you would expect. Tomorrow, more sun, but that northwest wind will probably try to keep these down, but still some areas, especially as you go further south, might get to the 40-degree mark. And then Wednesday, we got high temperatures. Once again, more cloud cover definitely, and that little drizzle opportunity towards the later half of the day or evening hour. 30s, but you see some mid-30s up here too. So precipitation type we'll have to keep an eye going on. And then Christmas, we could have a few breaks in the cloud cover, but a lot of times we're probably going to see more than not a lot of clouds going in. Mild start to it. Into 30s potentially too, above freezing for a lot of areas, and then throughout the daytime we're going to get up to the mid to upper 30s. That rain should hold off. It's better as we go towards the nighttime. And give you the idea too, there's your cloud cover and there's your two fronts, and that provides a little bit of opportunity, as I mentioned, for Wednesday afternoon. But all in all, the big change for temperatures then comes Sunday with a lot of wind, and this one definitely has the wind in store. We'll keep an eye on precipitation chances for that, but right now look fairly low, but we drop it down to the teens before we come back to about 29 on Tuesday, which is average. So we'll keep an eye on that because that has a lot of wind potential too. But otherwise that, you know, if you're looking for that hallmark type Christmas day, you're probably not going to see it.
Not this year.
No, not this year.
All right. Thank you, Greg.